everyone, it's me, Erica, and I just wanted to welcome you to the Writer's Corner. Writer's Corner is a project that I've been wanting to start for a few years now, and I'm finally starting it as a video series slash video podcast series that I want to start on my channel, in which I'm going to sit down with my writer friends and we're going to talk all things writing, from our writing processes, to our characters, to our stories, to writer's block, to everything in between. I cannot wait to get into everything and have some friends come over and film some episodes. I think this is going to be a really cool project because it involves some of the things that I love best. I love my friends, I love writing, and I love making things. It's really just going to be like a creative sandwich of things. I don't know why it's a sandwich. For every guest that comes on the show, I'm going to ask them the same big questions so we can get a feel for who they are as a writer and their experience. And I figured since I'm introducing Writer's Corner in this video, I might as well answer those questions. My name is Erica Baker, obviously. My favorite author has to be John Green because I love him as a writer and as a person and video blogger. But I also really love Dean Koontz and Suzanne Collins. Veronica Roth's books are literally holding up the show right now. My favorite book of all time is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, but the Odd Thomas series by Dean Koontz has to be a close second. The book I'm currently reading is Les Mis by Victor Hugo, which is one of my bucket list books, and I am nowhere near done with it, but I'm gonna get through it one day. If I were to recommend something to you on Wattpad, I would recommend this book. I think it's called Programmed, but it might be called The Program. I haven't had a chance to get on Wattpad and actually do something for fun in ever. That's a really good book though. I have been writing since I was 10 or 11, and for other guests on the show I'm gonna ask them about some of their first stories, but if you want to know that, you should watch my History of Collide video because I go in detail about my old writing. One of my strengths in writing, I would have to say, is probably in plotting, because I take a lot of time to plot out my stories and to create foreshadowing and twists and turns and really just to outline the whole thing. My weakness in writing is probably dialogue, because sometimes I find it hard to make things that people would actually say instead of just the information that I'm trying to convey to the audience. So sometimes I have to go through and be like, a real human being would never say this in a million years. Cut. My least favorite cliche in writing is when a character will suddenly get injured for no reason at all, like just gets hit by a truck or something, and then their love interest has to come and profess their love next to their bedside when it has nothing to do with anything other than just to make things more dramatic. That's not cool, guys. Can we stop doing that? My favorite cliche that I use is the bad boy type. Everybody needs a bad boy in their life, I think. My favorite story that I've written is very hard to tell because it's like picking one of my children, but I think I have to say Collide. I'm very proud of how far it's come, and I'm very proud of the things that I'm already coming up with to improve on it. If you want to know more about that, check out my previous videos. My current project is, of course, the second book in the Collide series, Crash. A little more than halfway done with it now. My favorite genre to read and my favorite genre to write are kind of the same thing. I really love dystopian novels, things with a science fiction twist, but I can go for a good, regular old young adult realistic fiction novel too. The final question I have is, are you an architect or a gardener? George R.R. Martin came up with this comparison, and it basically means that an architect is somebody who plans out their story and has a very detailed, explicit plan of what they want to do, and a gardener is somebody who just plants a seed and lets it grow. More commonly, this is referred to as planner or pantser. Do you plan or write by the seat of your pants? I used to be a pantser or gardener, and I used to just let whatever happen. As I've gotten older, however, I have definitely turned into a planner or an architect. If you look in my writing binder right now, I have very strict outlines and notes. I need to know what's going on, and I need to have a strict plan, and that plan changes. But if I don't have a plan, then I can't quite wrap my head around what I need to do. So those are the questions that I'm gonna ask every single guest as they come on Writer's Corner. If you have more questions you think I should ask, or if you have ideas for episodes that we should do, go ahead and leave those in the comments below and I will try to link them in somehow. Also, if you follow my Twitter, I'll be announcing when I'm interviewing which guest. So if you have specific questions for each guest, you can go ahead and just shoot me a message on my Twitter. My Twitter is, of course, at Erica Baker Books, as well as my Instagram, YouTube, blog, and Wattpad account. If you go on a website and you type in Erica Baker Books and you don't find me, I'm just not on that website. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really excited for this project and what it has in store. And of course, remember that you don't have to be right here to be in a writer's corner. A writer's corner is just anywhere where you are with your friends talking about writing, consuming writing, thinking about writing, just wherever in the world you may be. In fact, I almost guarantee you that our official writer's corner isn't going to be right here. This is just where I managed to film this video today. So to wherever your writer's corner may be, I wish you the best of productivity and lots of fun. Thanks again for watching, and write on.